et c'est bien avec qu'on l'appelle, et celui qu'on vient de refuser. Okay, how would you feel? Oh, why? Thank you. A little late, but okay, okay, goodbye. How would you feel if I invited you to sing this song with me? Or for that matter, come on stage and do my talk for me. Some of you look actually happy and relaxed. No trauma there, very nice. The rest of us, checking out the nearest exit, I was totally there, most of my life. But why is that? Why are we so afraid to either sing or play with our voice? What happened? Well, who's ever been told, you can't sing, you sing off key, you suck, shut up, be quiet, not so loud. Right? Almost everyone. Almost everyone. Thank you, Jesus. Right? So it's no wonder. Research in 2014 at King's College London by Baumeister and colleagues showed that when we get negative feedback on our voice, or we're told to be quiet, especially as kids and adolescents, it can lower our self-esteem, increase anxiety, and impact our mental and physical health. Well, today you'll find out the life-changing power your voice actually has that no one talks about. Why we often only use 20% of our vocal range, and how, when we use the missing 80%, it can make us happier in seconds. Of course, I only found this out when I was older. As a lifelong introvert, believe it or not, I often got bullied as a child. My cozy place was making music and singing. I grew up in a musical family, sang in the choir, and gave piano concerts with my mother, who was a classical singer, music teacher, voice teacher, choir director, and orchestra conductor. No pressure there. The day I turned 18, I left school and I auditioned at music school. Halfway through my aria, the professor slammed her fists onto the keys and said, "No, no, 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 you have no middle range. That will never do. It's too late." Oh, I was 18. The one thing I felt comfortable with was not good enough. From then on, I stopped singing and completely shut down. Luckily, instead, I learned to meditate, became a meditation teacher, and spent years focusing on getting enlightened. Now that that's done, check. What I didn't know was that exclusively going inward without the balance of inward and outward, balance in my life was missing. Until one blizzardy December evening in 1991, I was 32. I stood in Deepak Chopra's Lancaster Clinic office and heard him say, "You have thyroid cancer." My body felt frozen with fear. After surgery, I began my study of hundreds of singers, how they stood, how they moved, how they used their body, their face, their breath, their voice. I took voice lessons, and 8 years later, I became an opera singer in midlife. Oh. Now what? Over the past 25 years, I've performed for thousands, and I taught holistic voice to hundreds who felt shut up or were stuck in their life just like I had been. Whether they faced a midlife crisis, kids out of the home, death of a loved one, illness, changing career or relationship, each person needed to create flow again in their life, and their voice was the key to make that happen. What I found was that when we speak, and especially if we're not feeling well, we often only use 20% of our vocal range, about 7 or 8 notes. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But our body is an instrument that has on average 40 notes. Oh. Meaning we don't use 80% of our voice, of the frequencies available to each of us. The whole universe is made of energy, of frequencies, and we've literally been given an instrument that sits right in the middle of our bodies that creates frequencies. When we use the missing 80% in a holistic way, I found that it enlivens specific qualities of wellness that can reset our body's energy in just 7 seconds. Best-selling author Jack Canfield read my book, aptly titled Sing Yourself Well, and tried the 7-second reset and said, "This is a skill everybody should have, just like brushing your teeth." Imagine not brushing your teeth. There isn't time today to teach you the whole 7-second reset because that takes integration into the muscle memory. But at the end, I'll show you a feel-good move you can use anytime. Now, let's try something. Let's all talk at the same time for a moment. A teacher's nightmare. You're up for that. When I raise my arms, we'll start talking. Arms down, we'll stop talking. And you can say anything, la, 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 what you had for breakfast. And while you're talking, also listen to the sound in the whole room. All right, start talking. La, 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 la. Stop. Very good. Did you hear the sound in the room? Yeah. Now let's do it again. And this time, pay attention to where in your body you feel your sound. And you can close your eyes if you want to. All right, start talking. Stop. Good. Now, show me with your hands where in your body you felt your sound. Yes, very good. Mostly in the chest area, which is great because that's where our heart is, right? But how big is your whole body? Show me with your hands if you want to. Exactly. So much bigger. So doesn't it make sense to include the rest of our body? The missing 80% of our range from high to low as we do when, for example, we sing. Well, it doesn't help that traditionally we learned our voice is for talking, for communicating with others, for pleasing others, for performing for others, or worse, to be criticized by others. Basically, we were taught that our voice belongs to others. But our voice actually belongs to us. After all, it's in our own body, right? And singing is proven to be beneficial for our health. Research over the past 20 years in several institutions, including in 2023 at the Welsh Opera and Opera North, and in 2004 by Günter Kreutz, published in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine, has shown that classical singing boosts our immune system, increases lung capacity, improves posture, increases confidence, and overall makes us happier. So why don't we sing every single day already for our own well-being, not for others' approval? This is what I've observed over and over. Imagine for a moment sitting in the park, listening to little kids play. What do their voices sound like? Screaming, whiny, excited, crying, laughing. They're so emotionally expressive, right? Now, fast forward 10 years. Same kids. What do their voices sound like now? I don't know. Sure. Whatever. I don't care. Oh, monotone. What happened? Sometime between childhood and adulthood, most of us stop expressing ourselves. We stop speaking our truth. We stop playing, and we stop singing freely just for the joy of it. Research in 2002 by the University of California, Davis, by Robbins and Tresniewski found that there is a decrease in self-expression and self-esteem from childhood to adolescence, and this can impact our mental, emotional, and physical health. Shouldn't our self-expression actually grow as we get older? Using our whole voice, even for a few seconds, can help us, and especially kids, get into our body and intuition, away from social media, AI, bullying, and peer pressure, centering ourselves in a natural way. Jack Canfield also said this about the 7-second reset. This is something parents can teach their kids, so kids can change their state. Years ago, a beautiful teenage girl stood at my door, pale, purple rings under her eyes. Her parents had just gotten divorced, and she was under a lot of stress. She was suicidal, cutting, and using drugs. She was 14. We met once a week for an hour, freeing her voice. After 3 months, she was clear, joyful, and full of energy. She finished high school, studied abroad, got married, and is now the happy mom of 2 beautiful children. We all have more than the 20% of speaking range. We all can enliven our huge range of high notes and low notes. We all deserve to claim the missing 80% of frequencies for our own well-being. Now here's one way you can use your voice anytime you want more flow and love in your life. You know how when we love somebody, a puppy, a kitty, a baby, a parent, our love, we sometimes reach out and we go, oh, I love you so much. I love you so much. You're so cute. Oh. How often do we do this for ourselves? Like never, right? At the most we'll do this. Oh, we do this when we're scared or worried, right? Oh my God. Oh no. Oh dear. This creates polarity. This creates unity. So right now, reach out with your hands as if you're about to cup someone else's face in your hands. Cross over your hands and arms comfortably and cup your own face in the palms of your hands. You can close your eyes if you want to. Feel your hands on your face and feel your face relaxing into your hands. Now take an easy, smiley breath in through your nose and gently and slowly hum from high to low, enlivening your vagus nerve and your whole body with all the frequencies in your voice. Beautiful. How does that feel? You can take your hands away. Soothing, loving, powerful, and freeing, right? Can you imagine our beautiful world when we're all aware of this powerful tool for our own well-being? Listen to our inner guidance and create our life from within with our unique talents. When we feel so empowered and loving that relationships and families live in harmony and our world is at peace. Anytime you need to feel more cozy or balanced, you can reclaim your own well-being with the frequencies of your own voice. This is what your voice is for.